Hello. So let us continue with our series on CAT 2023 VARC solutions. So let's handle today short one, Parajumble 2. So let's read out these statements. What precisely are the unusual elements that make a particular case so attractive to a certain kind of audience? Okay, so can this be the opening statement? This is, of course, in the form of a question. What precisely are the unusual elements that make a particular case? Now, what kind of case? Is he talking about a legal case or he's talking about a criminal case? We don't know. And therefore, this does not look like it is going to open this paragraph. It might be a particularly savage or unfathomable level of depravity. So this looks like the answer to this, right? What makes a case attractive? So to the audience, have to be very savage, or they would have to have unfathomable level of depravity to find this attractive, right? So this looks like an answer to what is being asked in one. So we'll keep it. So this is an answer, right? This is in the form of a declarative or assertive statement. Third statement says unsolved and perhaps unsolvable cases offer something that ordinary murder doesn't. Now this also gives you an answer to these questions, or even say an elaboration. We'll have to figure it out. So this also is an answer. Why are some crimes destined for perpetual re-examination and others locked into permanent obscurity? This is the question. So now, very clearly, when we have two statements that are questions and two statements that are answers, the two questions will need to come first, and then the two declarative or assertive sentences need to come, because that's the usual way the paragraph progresses. You ask questions, you throw questions, and then try to figure out the answer. So this basically then leaves us with four possible combinations. We could have 4-1 in the beginning, or 1-4. Then you could have 2-3, or you could have 3-2. So you can have it this way, you can have it this way, you can have it this way, or this way. So there are four possible combinations. Just by looking at these four sentences, the two are questions and two are answers. Now we need to further reduce. So out of 4 and 1, which looks to be the opening statement, as we discussed, that particular case, so legal case, criminal case, so fourth mein bol raha hai crimes, right? So this fourth need to open this, because then this case becomes a criminal case, and therefore fourth should open the paragraph, right? Why are some crimes destined for perpetual re-examination and others locked into permanent obscurity? तो ऐसा क्यों होता है कि कुछ क्राइम्स जो है वो बार बार री-एग्जामिन हम करते रहते हैं, राइट? और कुछ जो है उन्हें भूल जाते हैं, परमानेंटली ऑब्सक्योरिटी में भूल गए. So this surely is the opening statement. What precisely are the unusual elements that make a particular case so attractive to a certain kind of audience? This is the second question, follow-on question. So this particular case refers to these criminal cases. Now, whether we go to 2 or we go to 3. So let's look at 2. It might be a particularly savage or unfathomable level of depravity. Depravity मतलब क्या होता है? Moral corruption or wickedness. So this, when he says that what makes these cases so attractive to certain kind of audience, so this definitely looks like the answer. कि हो सकता है कि उनके अंदर ये जो ऑडियंस है, उनके अंदर एक savage और एक wickedness हो, बहुत ही unfathomable means जो कि हम समझ ही ना पाए, इतनी गहरी, right? Unfathomable means something that the depth cannot be found. So उनके अंदर एक इस तरह की wickedness, cruelty हो सकती है, जो कि उन्हें इस टाइप के केसेस को अट्रैक्ट करती है. Very often it has something to do with the precise amount of mystery involved. और very often जो है वो precise amount of mystery जो है उस वो involved होती है, इसलिए वो अट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं इन केसेस की तरफ से. And then we come to the third statement. Unsolved and perhaps unsolvable cases offer something that ordinary murder doesn't. And this then follows on and closes the paragraph. So somebody might ask, right, obviously, which is very logical, that why can't it be 4-1-3-2? 4-1, though, I think everybody should get convinced that 4-1 is rather easy to establish. Yes, 2-3 and 3-2. अब अगर हम 1 के बाद 3 लेके आते हैं कि क्या ऐसे अनयूजुअल एलिमेंट्स हैं जो केस को अट्रैक्टिव बना देते हैं सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ ऑडियंस. तो अनसॉल्व्ड एंड पर्टिकुलरली परहैप्स अनसॉल्वेबल केसेस ऑफर समथिंग दैट ऑर्डिनरी मर्डर डजंट. ओके, सो ये उसको आंसर किसी तरह से कर सकता है, फाइन. बट अगर ये हमने यहाँ पे लगा दिया 3, तो इसमें क्या लिखा? अनसॉल्व्ड एंड परहैप्स अनसॉल्वेबल केसेस ऑफर समथिंग. सो व्हाट इज दिस समथिंग? अगर हम समथिंग यहाँ पे थर्ड में लिख रहे हैं, तो दैट समथिंग का आंसर ट्रू होना चाहिए. दैट समथिंग इज नॉट दिस. समथिंग इज डेफिनेटली नॉट दिस, बिकॉज this something is a characteristic of these unsolved and unsolvable cases, Whereas this second में जो दिया हुआ है savage or unfathomable level of depravity, this is a characteristic of human beings, of audience. तो आप अगर 3 के बाद में 2 लगाओगे तो it won't be justified, because then 2 will basically answer this something which is illogical, and therefore 4, 1, 2, 3 becomes a correct one. So ये थोड़ा सा हमें समझना पड़ेगा इसको, okay? Otherwise if we get confused and we mark 4, 1, 3, 2 तो गलत हो जाएगा, because 3 जो है उसमें something है that cannot be this what is mentioned in 2. This 2 में जो है very clearly it might be a particularly savage or unfathomable level of depravity. ये characteristic है इंसान का, तो जो कि ये audience है, and that is what makes these cases so attractive. So I hope you understood why the order was 4, 1, 2, 3. So I would rate it as moderate to difficult. Okay, moderate इसलिए because इसमें इन्होंने upfront आपको 2 question 2 answer देके they made it a little easier to at least bring down the shortlist to these 4 cases. And again 4 और 1 में easy था पता लगाना कि कौन सा पहले आएगा. हाँ 2, 3 में confuse हो सकते थे, but reading properly is very important here. कि आपको ये समझ में आना चाहिए कि ये क्या है. As I mentioned, this is the characteristic of a person, of a human being, of the audience. Whereas यहाँ पे जो something की बात की जा रही है, that cannot be this, and therefore 3, 2 नहीं हो सकता, 2, 3. So I hope you've understood this question. So before winding up, let me remind you that our 2 batches of CAT VARC are going on in full swing. The basics batch, which started this month earlier, is on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 to 10:30. And the advanced batch, which started almost 4 months back, that happens on weekend. One of the advantages of my classes is that once you join any batch, you are automatically entitled to attend the other batch also. So अगर आप लोगों को VARC में थोड़ा चैलेंज लगता है, अगर आपका QA और LRDI काफी ठीक है, and you need to spend more time on VARC, then definitely you must look to joining this, because आपको 4 classes का option मिल जाता है. You can attend the basics, you can attend the advanced at the cost of just 1 batch. So that's an additional power of 2 that you will get when you join just 1 batch. So that's it. If you want to join and know more about this, you can call or WhatsApp at this number. So thank you so much and have a good day ahead.